Welcome ladies and gentlemen to Season 2, Episode 28 of What More Can I Do? This is the Marvel Rivals series where we climb the ranks of comp, probably just to lose it all anyway. For those of you returning, thank you very much for being here and I hope you've been enjoying the videos. And for those of you who are new, if you do enjoy the video, please feel free to go out and check any previous episodes. It is very much appreciated. To everybody here, thank you very much for being here and I hope you enjoy the video. So jumping straight into the first game, you can see here we're back on the character we're always playing at the moment. We're on the Human Torch yet again. It makes me feel sick every time I'm saying this, but it is what it is. You can see we fall back here, we've got an Iron Man behind, we go and absolutely dominate him. And then pushing further in, we have the second checkpoint. We take a free pick on Moon Knight there. We set up a beautiful zone here, which does lead to us getting that free pick on Mr. Fantastic. And then we're pushing up here. You can see Hela. We dive on her, Wanda gets the pick and saves us, and then we're looking for a play around the back. But unfortunately, Magic does land some good shots there. We do get out, and we pick off Penny's mines, and that was the important part there. That allows us to push up, and moving on to this final stretch, we're going to do the same thing again. Take out Penny's mines. Being a flyer this game, and being able to just fly over the top and deal with Penny's mines was so perfect for the team. It pretty much cancelled out the need for her. Now, unfortunately, as you just saw there, we didn't actually get the whole way. However, we did get 2 zones, so we do go from there. So moving on to defense, I did switch up who we were playing. Originally, I went Magneto. We had both an Emma and a Thing. I wanted to try triple tanks, which I've heard a lot about. But our tank didn't get the hint and swapped off Emma. So we did end up eventually going to Emma ourselves. However, they did return to Penny later on, so we did have 3 tanks anyway. As you can see, Emma absolutely dominates. We've got Thor pushing in on us. However, it makes no difference. We use our diamond form here to get the pick on Moon Knight. Unfortunately, I kicked him away instead of to the wall. If I kicked him to the wall there, that would have been an insta-kill. But nonetheless, we drop back here and play it safe. Returning in, Thor pushes us, thinking he can own us. We pop diamond form and teach him that that's not how it works. As you see, we kick both of their tanks against the wall there, dealing a decent chunk of damage. Hulk gets chokeslammed, and then we see a great setup here for an ult. We get both of their tanks with this. There's Hulk gone, and then we're moving on to Thor. There's Thor down. Hela has ulted in the back, which didn't make it easy. However, as she comes out of her ult, she goes down almost instantly. Pushing up, Thing is still being super aggressive, which I love. We grab that rocket and we try and pound him. Unfortunately, we missed that last hit, so we don't take him out. However, we do chokeslam Hulk at the end there, and we have a great healing bubble here from Cloak and Dagger. Heals were absolutely phenomenal this game, so big shout out to the healers. But anyways, we continue to hold the enemy team off, and as you can see, me and Thing are still up front here. Thing absolutely slamming everyone around. We do have Thor that's diving in the back and attacking the healers, so we do need to watch out for that. But our Cloak and Dagger did ult there to save herself, so it makes sense that she did that. Their rocket did ult anyway, and their ult does end up going down. Their Cloak and Dagger also ults. But as you can see, me and Thing are still standing strong holding this zone. And we have the whole team pretty much on us here. I'm playing the barrier, so I can't get picked by Hela too easily. We chokeslam the Hulk. He's the one that's probably going to dive on us a lot. We are going for a lot of damage here and a lot of picks. But it's not really working. But with our heals that are absolutely fantastic, we did a great job there at holding the zone and being a tank, which is our role. I think everybody here on our team had an absolutely great game. Can't really complain at anyone. It was an absolutely great team and couldn't have asked for any more from them. As you can see, Hulk goes down there as he comes out of his Monster Hulk form. And then we end up pushing back to hold the enemy team. See a perfect setup on 2 low HP characters here. So we take the pick on Invis. Hela does get away. As she gets away, the timer is on 1 second and nobody can get to the zone. So as that game comes to an end, we are 38 and 39. Like I said, great team, great heals. MVP was definitely deserved to the healers, so Invis did definitely deserve that. Start the next game having to humble Spider-Man straight away. Lord, by the way. We then push onto zone eventually, and as you can see, we have control here. We are pushing this Moon Knight who's low, and we whiff about 700 shots. I'd say that was pretty close to how many I fired. We do end up getting that Meteor Slam and taking the pick on him though. We then return to zone. As you can see, Spider-Man then is still missing every shot on us, but I feel for you. I have the exact same aim, my friend. We have a double invis ult pop here, and as you can see, Thing hits a great ult there, pushing some of them out. I slam and push the rest out. Great combo to push them out of that ult early. Moon Knight drops his ult, and as you can see, Rocket drops his to save our team. Spider-Man landed a great combo on me there, but it did nothing thanks to Rocket's ult. We get a lovely double pick on Invis and Spider-Man there, and then their Emma wastes their ult as she goes down to our Emma. I try spawn camping the enemy team, and this is what happens. As you can see, with our heals, he cannot kill us even when doing his one-hit combo. He does have the team up with Venom as well. I don't think he did use his Y there, otherwise he probably would have killed us. We set up a great zone there, and it pushes their tank away. We then spend about 5 hours chasing Moon Knight around the map, and eventually as a team we pick him off. I don't even get the final hit. We're then just pushing up, trying to hold the enemies here, but as you can see, Venom is on zone, so we do have to fall back. Looking to set up a zone, and as you can see, the meteors are just being annoying. Every time I'm throwing them down on the corners, they're just not landing properly. That's why we have this little triangle instead of our usual square. Nonetheless, Emma pops her ult and we get Venom and Invis from that. Spider-Man almost takes me out, but again, absolutely phenomenal heals. We have Adam, Spider-Man. Dude, look at this Spider-Man just going for us. Anyway, Cloak and Dagger pops her ult, Invis pops hers, and that does give me an opportunity to use mine, but I wanted to save mine for the next round. Rocket played his anyway, and as you can see, we're setting up another zone, ticking the enemy team. Venom's the only one left. We push Adam off, we take that pick on Invis, and Venom swung at the wrong time and we cap zone. Moving on to the second round, as you can see, the enemy team has a switch up. They have a Magic, they have a Iron Fist, and they have a Black Widow. I do try and push Black Widow into the spawn there, but I realised I was playing dumb and pushed back to zone, fall back and play safe. We have Rocket here, who I'm trying to set up meteors for. We wait for the Invis so we can try and get the 2. We don't get any picks because Invis has left a bullet. Don't know how that didn't pick her off, but it should have. Moving back to zone for some reason, Black Widow thought she could get in a fist fight with Thing and goes down to him. We then start pushing up on the enemy team. You see we have Emma here. Again, meteors not actually sitting on the floor. It's like when they clip with the terrain, they are pointless. But we get that pick on Magic there and then fall back to zone. We do have Invisible Woman go down. And then we push up on Rocket, but as you can see, Iron Fist is behind us on zone. We fall back and try and get this Iron Fist, and as we do, Magic pushes and takes out Rocket. Again, returning, Iron Fist again pushes in and goes down to a Meteor Slam, thinking he can sit there and heal.
Don't mind me. I'm just dying.
I'm at maximum force.
Loki pushes up on the right hand side, so we do go and push that. As you can see, Rocket's pushed it anyway, so we've got to go and back our healer. Definitely don't want him going down. As you can see, he's used all of his abilities, and then he ends up going down to a meteor. Their Magic pops and all. We do dive down onto zone and try and deal with her. However, we can't find her, so we just go for Jeff. Get the pick on him, and then we all target Magic. Thing drops a nice ult on her, and she goes down. This gives us overtime, and we cap the zone. Now, I'll be honest, I'm pretty sure this is the ult I held on to from the start. So I don't think I actually used an ult all game there, which was very dumb of me. Nonetheless, we did hold that ult. We end the game with an MVP, going 19-0. Absolutely great game. 2 amazing games. We are now 39 and 39. So as episode 28 comes to an end, as I just said, we're 39 and 39. We are now equal yet again. And I'm sure we'll now have a losing streak and end up having to do the same routine we've been doing. But anyways, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. And if you did, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And of course, share the video with anybody who may enjoy it. And as always, thank you very much for the support.